Swapadveva,
Ayubowan.
Today the subject is symbolism. Especially we'll talk about Buddhism and symbolism,
Yes.
because every other religion, even including conventional Buddhism, we use symbols
Yes.
and signs and phrases and sayings. But when we practice the authentic Buddha Dhamma, we can find no symbolism in authentic Buddha Dhamma. Every other religion symbolizes gods, symbolizes signs, geometries,
Yes.
and all these things, and then pray and worship for all these symbols. But authentic Buddha Dhamma, it's about the mind and body and figuring it out, how we create our suffering, how we carry on an existence. In authentic Buddha Dhamma, what Buddha preached, it's about greed, hate, and delusion, and how do you create your own suffering. The occurrence of greed, the occurrence of hate, the occurrence of delusion does not have any symbolism. We can't have a symbol for greed. For conventionally, for love, we have a symbol, we put a heart. Right?
Yes.
But for greed, there's no symbol. Hate, we can't put a symbol. Delusion, we can't put a symbol. Does it really help us to find liberation? Does it help us to find healing by worshipping these symbols?
I don't think so. So first of all, symbols are a concept.
Concept, yes.
So if they hold the truth, it means that all symbols in every religion should be the same. But reality doesn't need symbols, There is only one reality, but there are many symbols when you look at them. For example, for Christians, they're using the cross many times. For Muslims, they would use the moon. But it is only a concept.
Only a concept, yeah.
Because when Jesus probably first explained his own way of seeing reality, he probably didn't use the cross.
Yes.
That's something created later.
The cross, the delusion here we can see, and is actually we celebrate Jesus' death by actually showing and using the cross, because that's where he was killed.
Yes.
On the cross. What people celebrate actually is not Jesus, is the symbolizing of his death.
I think they made it on purpose, actually.
On purpose.
So that next time when they will use the cross, they will use the wrong symbol and they will not bring this energy up again. I think it is made on purpose.
Made on purpose, yes.
Because it's death. It's not something. It is something where there is a lot of suffering, actually. There was a lot of suffering for him, probably on the cross, I guess.
On the cross, yeah. So, probably he don't want this to be his symbol.
No.
Yeah.
And yeah, symbol is just something created out of human's mind. It's very simple to create a symbol. And even a child can do it.
And symbols are also made out of just things in nature. Maybe wood, maybe bricks, sand, cement, even gold, even gemstones. But those are everything that we can find in nature that we actually also again use for other means. Like even gold we wear, we make things, bricks and sands, we build houses, we build other things out of the same material.
Yes.
That is how you see through Buddha Dhamma to see the reality as itself. So that means if you use sand, bricks and cement, any other material things, even gold, then what you make, the shape, is a representation.
Yes.
But it's not the reality. And the cross in Christianity is not anything that Jesus preached. In other religions like Hindu religions, the statues of gods are not anything that in the reality that you can find the liberation from it.
Yeah, that's why Buddha Dhamma goes directly to reality. It doesn't need any symbol. Usually when in the conventional Buddhism, they will have this wheel. The wheel with the 8 different...
it's called Dharma Chakra.
Dharma Chakra.
Yes.
But even Dharma Chakra, you don't need to understand what it means to understand Buddhism.
Yeah.
Buddha never created the symbol. It was created later.
Later, yeah. It's just a representation.
When you think about it, if reality is within yourself, is there any symbols within yourself?
Yeah.
Did you see a cross inside of yourself or a moon or...
Yeah.
No, right, nothing. It's just a way for you to understand something. But actually, once you put a symbol on something, onto reality, actually you are creating an illusion already.
Already, yes.
Because it is a concept.
Yeah, because you have to now make a meaning in yourself to find the truth or the meaning of the symbol.
Yes.
But what you get attached to is just another shape.
Yes.
It's just another form. And that is what in Dhamma that Buddha asked everybody to have a differentiation when we see the reality that the form is outside. We only take a subjective part in the mind. When we have a statue of God, that is the form outside being created, and the subjective part God is happens in our mind. We believe that this is the God. We believe that this statue will do something, which is made out of everything, the material things we discussed in the earlier.
Yes.
That means if the same materials are used in other things, then we have to worship those things too, right?
Yes.
But we don't. It's the shape that we get attached to and believe that this is the how the God look like, or how the representation has a meaning in it.
And when you think about it, if there is a reality, it means this reality should not change over time. But symbols have changed. How many symbols since the beginning of existence?
Yeah.
It's not even possible to count them. We know even since 2000 years there were so many symbols. So imagine if you come back maybe 10,000 years ago.
Yeah.
But reality is reality.
Yeah.
The way to explain it, how to explain it, it is exactly the same. How the emotions are rising. It's not even only on that planet. It is in this whole universe. Magadhi is the only language to liberate. And this Dhamma, it is the same everywhere. Yeah. But the symbols, they could be, it's not even 100, it's an unlimited billions.
The thing is, when you get attached with the symbol, it creates us wanting, it creates us separation with it, it creates us make it judge. That means we can see this symbolism also in our conventional life. Example is logos. Every brand has logo.
Yes.
Every marketing campaign has logos. So, all the branded stuff we use, what people are really attached to are these symbols. So what they really do, they keep repeating this logo and create a whole reality out of it, and then make people get attached with it. So example, Apple logo, right? You don't need to say Apple, you don't need to write Apple. As soon as someone sees this, that's how big this is. As soon as they see the logo, that emotional bondage with Apple products, you get it. And because how they were produced to the world, how they were, shown to the world, that they create this need that you need this phone, you need this software, you need this reality, you need to have this. So you create more and more attachment with it. And then it becomes something that you worship, actually. That's how symbols for any other religions work.
Now you see, religion and other spiritualities, not only religions actually, they are relying so much on symbols that actually if you remove all the symbols out of it and all the temples, like for example churches or
then what do you
mosque, what is left actually?
What do you go and pray, right? For
where do you go? What do you do? There is nothing else to do, right? Because when you are talking about it, you are talking about the symbols. And where you are going to practice is in this temple. So what is left actually? Yeah, there will be other things to talk about. But it's all about, even a Bible, this book has a name. It has been written by like long time actually after Jesus passed away, and same for other religious books. These books are changing over time. When you look at these books, they are not fixed, so they also are not reality.
That's another thing. Even in Buddhism, the conventional Buddhism, this happens in Sri Lanka also. People worship to Buddha statues. But again, if we see the reality, they are also made of, even we can say the most expensive thing, gold or
in Thailand, for example, they are using a lot of gold for their Buddha statues.
It's all shine.
Yes.
It's all what you do with the symbol, again, make people like get attracted with it. and could create the whole illusion out of it.
Yes.
But when you go worship the Buddha statues, so you get the attachment people have. We can clearly see if somebody damage a Buddha statue. Let's just say you sit on a Buddha statue. Let's just say you break something. Buddhist people get this hate in them
Yes.
for destroying or harming that symbol of Buddha statue. But the authentic Buddhist, the authentic path in Dhamma, even Buddha said to not to worship his statues,
Yes.
to not create his statues, because he knows that this is going to happen. What people will create hate, and people they get attached with it, and they don't go on the authentic path. They don't work within themselves to uproot their greed, hate, delusion, but they go after another religion and then worship, pray, and chant and do all these things like any other religion they do.
Yes.
So the moment you see somebody is disgracing these symbols, then you create hate. So there's no Dhamma.
Yes.
Then you create with the other person or whoever did it. That's what the Buddhism. Here I want to talk about a very important point about what is happening in the world that people are following a lot is this these monks walking
Yes.
across US, across in other countries. I have seen even in Sri Lanka, monks are walking to bring peace, to bring harmony to the world. Will it really work just by you seeing monks walking? Do you stop your hate?
Not
Are you
really.
gonna stop your hate and be compassionate to the other person? Are you gonna stop wanting things? Are you gonna stop your greed, the power you want, the money you want, the luxury lives you want? No, you're not gonna stop it. Then we have seen people are crying and this and that. It's just whatever hate you have about the world. Seeing this, it's just you are just being emotional at that time and crying, and then that's it.
Yes.
That's it.
What Buddha first thought is how to achieve nirvana, so how to liberate. But now it has completely changed what people are doing with Buddhism. Now
Buddhism.
they are going on these walks, as you say.
Yes.
But do you see one person who has achieved nirvana by doing it?
Doing it.
Do they tell you, okay, this is there anyone that has achieved nirvana doing praying, chanting, or walking? And for how long have they been doing it?
Doing it.
How many people have been doing? There are millions of people that have tried praying, chanting, and walking. Is there anyone who has become Buddha?
And where's the world going right now?
Yes,
it hasn't worked.
It didn't work. The proof is there in front of you.
Yeah.
We don't have to. We are just trying to show it to you.
Exactly.
We don't want to convince you, but if you look at the world, if this religion were the solution, then the world would be in complete peace right now, because many people are practicing it.
This also actually tarnished the authentic Dhamma of Buddha.
That's the biggest consequence.
Biggest consequence. And if you really see where the world is heading, the more we do these things, the more we keep symbolizing things, the more suffering people gonna have, because this authentic Buddha Dhamma, what it really asks people to do, what it really wants people to do is to think about themselves, not any other person, because everybody in the world believe that the world will be good, peaceful if the other person is changing,
yes,
but not them. This is about every single human being doing their own responsibility, taking responsibility for their own hate, their own wanting, their own delusions for not seeing the reality of the world.
Yes.
To wake up.
Yes.
This is actually a wake-up call. We are trying to do all these things because people are sleeping. They don't understand what's really going on because they don't see the authentic Dhamma. And by doing all the other means of this kind of symbolizing, what they're really trying to promote is Mahayana Buddhism, not authentic Dhamma.
Yes.
Mahayana Buddhism is another form of a religion that just being practiced with all the material things and going after the same kind of a lifestyle.
Yes. Without having any hate about this religion, the truth about it, the reality is actually people who are doing it, they're actually accumulating more debt.
More debt, exactly.
Why? Is because they are showing a path that is, it's not even a path, they are showing a way of practicing a religion that is extremely far from the authentic Dhamma.
Exactly,
it means that people now believe that this is Buddhism. So what they are doing, actually, they are making people more they are putting them in more illusion.
More illusion.
It's better
Yeah.
to not even know about that
Yes.
than actually to go on that
Yeah.
religious one.
Religious.
Because then people who are now in the religion and now we are trying to tell them about the authentic Dhamma, now it will be harder for them to understand.
A lot of people gonna not like what they hear through our videos, be emotional. But if you really pay attention, actually this authentic Dhamma, I would say, even in Sri Lanka, a lot of people have hard time listening to this Dhamma. Because this Dhamma, authentic Dhamma, because it's about each and every single human being.
If it's hard, it means it's good for them.
It's good
It means
for them.
something is happening.
Something
if it
is
wasn't
happening.
hard, it means they were already liberated in peace.
Exactly.
If it's hard for them, it means there is something to change in them, right?
It is something that you really need to go look and search, because any other religion, it's very easy. You go to a place, maybe you listen to a chant, maybe you do chanting, maybe light a candle, light some incense, and listen to a sermon, listen to a preaching, listen to somebody talking, and talk. This is what God tells you, this is what the prophets tell you, this is what Buddha tells you, and this and that, like that. The other things also that doesn't hold religious meaning, like spiritual things, that has gurus, that has other spiritual leaders, also the same thing.
Yes.
Because they are talking something that they say the God is this, the God is like this, so you need to do what God tells you. There is some peace for in others' way of spirituality that they get by doing physical exercises, by meditating, by maybe living a very, very
let's say spiritual life,
a very spiritual life, and very a life that having less attachments. But the thing is, these people are attached and get emotional for the person, let's just say for the guru,
yes,
who actually tells you this. So again, you are in slavery.
Yes.
You are again under another authority, because what Buddha preached, that the authentic Dhamma, the complete liberation, you cannot be a slave of anybody.
And also, if you are a slave of anybody, it means that you rely on him. It means that, first of all, these other spiritualities, what they do, it is a temporary relief.
Temporary.
You have to do these activities again. And second of all, you rely on that guru. And
guru.
the guru in Sinhala, it means actually respect.
Respect.
So garu in Sinhala means respect. So
yes.
A guru comes from the Sinhala garu, and it means to be respected.
To be respected, yes.
It means this is what they expect. A guru expect to be respected. When a guru, for example, has, I will give an example, as they call followers. For example, 2,000 followers. If tomorrow these 2,000 followers go to him and say, okay, guru, what you told me, I don't believe you anymore.
Yes.
It was all wrong. Something has proven me the opposite. The guru himself would be emotional about it.
Because he might not show it. He might not show it. But we know any other spirituality, there is, apart from the authentic path of Dhamma and authentic Nibbana, any other spirituality, the highest you can reach is Brahma. The wanting to go to the level of Brahma, the need to go to the level of Brahma is in Dhamma, it's again greed.
Yeah, the intention for you to achieve Brahma is to be the most powerful, the best. You are seeking for power. You are not seeking for liberation, which is very different from Dhamma.
Because Brahma is the highest you can reach in existence.
Yes.
Still in existence. But what they don't know, because there's delusion, is called Moha. That is in them, that they also don't know, the delusion. So in existence, yes, the highest you can reach, but it's still existence, because still this Moha is in process that they can't see it. But Buddha Dhamma and authentic Dhamma is about complete liberation from existence, which means not even Brahma. You don't even want to be Brahma, because there's another reality, there's another part, there's another truth that in the authentic Dhamma that people don't know, even the other monks don't know, even if they know, they don't actually see it, is called viparinama. So viparinama is transmutation, mutation, and change. Everything, whatever in existence, regardless of how hard, how strong it is, even in this very moment, it changes to another form. Example is our body. It's not the same body that when we first sat down here.
No.
We know it is actually deteriorating right now.
Yes.
Our hair is deteriorating, our skin is deteriorating. This is happening.
It is always transmuting. We cannot put pause, actually. It is always, even if we don't see it with our bare eye, we can calculate it with time, which is also a concept.
And
that's the only way.
The very food we eat with so much delightment and pleasure, can we keep it in our body?
No.
We can't.
We have to redo it again.
And it changes and then it passes on from the body. So this in this viparinama, even the thickest cube of whatever hardest thing on the planet, it changes to the next. The time frame will be different from different things. Human eyes, ears, nose, mouth can only perceive this change only in a certain level, only in a certain stage. Because we can see the change of, let's just say we open a banana and leave it on the table. After some time, maybe an hour or maybe in a day, we can see the change happening. But if we keep the hardest thing on like a ball or a cube here, obviously we can't see the change.
No.
We can't perceive that. Because at that speed, it's very, very slow, but it keeps changing. Maybe in 100, 200 years, or 500 years, if we live, we will be able to see change, but it is changing. So in this change, what I was talking about in Brahma, at the level of Brahma, yes, you will be, in a very tranquil bliss state.
Yes.
But that is going to change too. That is going to end. That is going to change, and it falls back to the lowest abodes, falls back to the lowest characteristics. Or in conventional Buddhism, how people know about it, it's called 31 planes of existence. But in reality, it's the characteristics. These are characteristics. So Brahma is the highest of it. So once it's changed, and it falls back to the lowest again, and it continues on suffering.
And usually when you come from the highest, you usually come back to the lowest.
Because
is a lot of suffering. Lowest, it means the highest level of suffering.
Yeah. You may come back to the lowest, or depending on your whatever other characteristics you have, it could change. But you're going to go for, because right now you're at the highest. Where do you go? Even the next is lowest for the highest, right?
Yes.
Even the next good place, Deva, is also low for the highest. So you are at the low. So you're going to fall back to the lower. And then according the very dangerous part of this going to Brahma, you may be disconnected from the material pleasures of the world through your body. But the thing is, you are highly get intoxicated, attached with your mind. To get out of it is not easy.
Yes.
To get out of it, because you are highly it's called samatha in Dhamma. Samatha means that you have actually put on a state that you don't know that you are in it.
I see.
You don't know that you are in a state actually being pleased. If you call, oh, it's very tranquil, it's so blissful, that means you are in that state, you are attached to that.
Yes.
If you are feeling blissed, yes, maybe it may be very good, peaceful, but that means you are attached to this state. You are enjoying it. That means you are pleasing it. That means you are greed. That means it's greed.
And for this kind of people and level, let's say, it will be even harder to understand Dhamma, because they would not believe Dhamma is something that it would be beneficial for them to liberate. Because they would be so attached to this Brahma level that they would not even want to hear Dhamma.
Yeah, Dhamma.
The same as people who are really hooked on, let's say, or attached to other spiritualities or religion. It's usually harder for them to listen to Dhamma, because their ego is telling them that what they do is right.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't want to see other things.
Yeah. They are attached to the pleasure they are getting.
Yes.
And that has become their reality.
Actually, to understand Dhamma the best is to be uneducated. The most uneducated you are, the best it is. Because with Dhamma, you have to unlearn everything you know, because you are
Exactly.
going the opposite way. Even Brahma, the higher spirituality, it's completely opposite of Dhamma.
Opposite.
It seems to be similar in some ways, but no, actually it's completely different, because one is in existence, the other one is not in existence, which is the
Yeah.
total opposite.
It is. Actually, I thought it is the same. It is similar.
Yeah.
Because I did yoga, I went to India, and I did meditation for hours and hours even before I go to India, even in Sri Lanka. I have respect. I have learned yoga. I have gurus too. I have respect for all those people, like I
Yes.
have, because I learned a lot of things too that helped me to understand this better, to
Yes.
find the differentiation. That helped
Yes.
me a lot. So it is good, these kind of things, even walking, and then trying to wake up the world to be more peaceful. It is good. Even doing things like meditation and this king is good, but these are all temporary.
Yes.
These are all, if other means of spirituality also, which are non religion, can save the humanity, can make anybody liberate, then it would have been done already.
Yes.
Then we should have been seen.
We are not trying to discourage people of doing yoga. We are not trying to tell them it's evil or anything.
No.
But we are just trying to tell you there is a way to liberate, which will liberate you for existence forever.
Forever.
You will never come back anywhere.
Come back. Yeah.
Because
no suffering
even
at all.
if you do yoga your whole life, unfortunately, if you come back to a different state in existence, you may experience a lot of suffering. It is reality, we just explain reality.
Exactly, like you said, this is also trying to show, we have to show, the thing is, we keep talking about authentic Dhamma is different, right? Then we have to show what is different than any other means. So this is an effort to also show, differentiate what authentic Buddha Dhamma is really from other things.
Yes.
This is not about asking anybody to stop what they were doing and criticize or anything.
No.
We have to show, because this happened not only today, this happened even during Buddha's time. During Buddha's time, when Siddhartha became Buddha, there were 64 religions, and he has to talk and explain people how this is different from anything else. Anything is existence.
Yes.
So in whatever tranquil bliss, you will continue to be the existence. What Buddha says, being in existence is suffering, because you keep changing in the viparinama, and this is why this is different. So you have to take the examples from the world, the whatever we know, what everything that is available. So this is an effort also to show people that there's no criticism. We are trying to show the difference of authentic Dhamma from any other means.
Yeah, it is let's say a mission or duty. Once you are liberated yourself, once you know it is the authentic Dhamma, you have to tell it to the people.
Exactly.
We don't want to criticize anyone, but we want to tell them the truth about it, because then you will also be able to liberate yourself. So it's very important for us to tell you.
Yeah.
If we are being emotional about it and we think some people might get a little hurt emotionally and we don't do it, it means
we know that is going to happen anyway. So, but we have immense compassion for them, because the same thing happened to you, the same thing happened to me. When I first, because I told you, I was practicing also a lot of meditation, doing yoga, and even like Buddhism and a lot of things. I have read a lot of books. I had so much also information within me, and I thought I'm also very intelligent. I'm also very knowledgeable, knowing all these things. But once you hear the authentic Dhamma, every single other thing, you have to put it aside.
Because all of the other ones, all of them, from Brahma to any religion, anything, it's all in existence.
Yes.
So these actually you can compare them. Once you are in existence, people in existence, or they would compare things together. But Dhamma, as I told you, you can't compare. It's like black and white. It never meets.
Never meets.
Existence and inexistence, they never meet. It's two opposite things. So everything is in existence. The only Dhamma shows you how to be in existence forever. So it's completely opposite. That's why it sounds strange for some people, or it will get some people emotional because they don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I was very emotional. I felt a lot of hate coming out of me when I knew, okay, whatever I learned, whatever all these years, all the meditation practices, going, trying to reach dhyanas, everything, for me also, I had to put it aside, and I thought this is the reality. So when that happens, yes, what happens within ourselves is hate. That means, according to Dhamma, what happens, hate in Dhamma called Dewesha. Dewesha means second nature. So what becomes second nature is something that we actually absorbed, we had actually as a first nature, which is greed. So it's like this: we only hate someone for anything that we have that we have attachment to before.
Yes.
It's like this. Because I know you, I can hate you because I have attachment and connections, and whatever. Even if we have met in one moment, there's an attachment we create, and next moment, if I hear you told something bad about me to another person, because I had an attachment, then I will create hate.
Yes.
Obviously, we walk in the town and we have seen so many people. We don't hate everybody. We talked about this also in a previous program.
This is what ego is actually.
Ego.
You hate only the people that you've already seen you have attachment to.
Attachment to.
The ego is very selective.
Very selective.
That's why, for example, if tomorrow there is someone out of your family who is passing away, you will be very sad. But if you see the news and you see, okay, 10,000 people passed away in one time, which is, let's say 10, it should be 10,000 times worse. No, because it's not something that you know, then you don't have any emotions. It means ego is very selfish. Egocentric, egoistic. It's only about the self. Ego, it's only about yourself.
Ego actually, this greed or hate or even pleasure, displeasure, these are all energies within us. Actually, ego, we can put in words in a different way, called energy that governs us. Ego.
Yes.
E is always energy.
Yes.
Ego, emotion means energy in motion. We have a motion when we feel pleasure, feel hate. Let's just say I hate you, then this sensation, this tendency, this vibration coming within me.
It's not controllable.
It's not controllable. So this is an energy that is in motion. So it's the same way, ego is energy that governs us.
Yeah.
What governs us is our liking, disliking, pleasure, displeasure, greed, hate. That is what ultimately come, or profit or loss.
And this comes because of the judgment. You first need to judge before you like or dislike something. So the judgment is really the deepest one. It is actually the deepest root. And it all comes to fear of death. At the end.
At the end, yes. Judgment or criticism, or it's also measuring, also comparing. This is ultimately Moha. Moha means actually the illusion, the delusion we have that we need to measure the world.
Yes.
About good and bad, about right and wrong, about up and down, left and right.
This is what's happening in the world at the moment. We see all these energies changing now. That's why a lot of different people have a lot of different opinions about the world. And they are just there is more and more people getting in opposition between each other. And opposition is just bringing more hate to the world.
More hate to the world.
Some people have one beliefs, some people believe the other thing. This is what religion is about.
Yeah.
One religion is making war to another religion. One belief versus another belief.
Exactly.
Then there is one politic versus the other politic. It is all opposition because of duality.
Yeah.
This is what creates suffering. You can see it in today's in the news. You can see it. Things are escalating at the moment, actually.
Yeah. We think that the world suffering comes because of politicians, because of terrorists, because of people who hurt other people, because of people like that. We always put it to the other person, right?
Yes.
No, the world suffering happens because of every single human being.
Yes.
Because why? We criticize.
It is all individual.
It is all individual. We criticize, we judge, and then we put out this hate to the
Yes.
world. We like one person, one party, one people, and then we dislike the other. This is, again, we create division. We create division, for our gender, for our education, for our religion, for our countries, for our politician, everything we create division. And so every single human being is the cause
Yes.
of this. That's what Buddha said, is that the self, the person, is the one. Until every single human being does their part to this world and stop this, we can't expect anything good to happen.